Sam, 1-0, could have been 2, certainly could have been 2, had chances, and then it comes back to bite you in very quick succession.
Well, it's Arsenal, isn't it? You know, I think that our fantastic efforts today have been unrewarded by having a spell in the game where, you know, we've scored a good goal, we've kicked ourselves off brilliantly at the start of the second half, we've got the goal, and I think from there on we put Arsenal on the back foot, and we took the game to them, and it created more and more chances in that period. And of course these were gilt-edged chances that unfortunately we haven't converted at least one of. There's 3 gilt-edged chances: Matt Jarvis, Carlton Cole and Joey O'Brien, and all where we just needed to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think probably particularly Joey and Carlton's anywhere on target would have been a goal, and unfortunately put both of them wide. Matt Jarvis at least hit the target, but unfortunately straight at the keeper, and that would have made life extremely difficult for Arsenal. And you know, 1-0 against a team like this is always going to be difficult, where they are in the league, the quality of player that they have, the quality of the bench that they have. And unfortunately, because we didn't get the second in that period to give us a bigger cushion, because you know, you would expect Arsenal would throw everything at it, which they did. And I think if we'd have got the second in that period of time, we wouldn't have lost this game. Not saying we'd have won it, but I certainly know I don't think we'd have lost it. So it's a great shame after the great effort the players have put in today, and the way that they've shown how they can play against the top side in this country at the minute, top of the league, and had the opportunity to win the game, but unfortunately didn't take it.
And you could see the anxiety in Arsenal's play at that time. So very disappointing. Then the nature, obviously, of the equaliser. Your goalkeeper's going to be bitterly disappointed, obviously. Yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, it came through a lot of bodies, I know, but I'm going to have another look and make sure there's not that little deflection that maybe might have knocked it past him. But if it isn't, then obviously it looks like an easy save for him to make. But we'll study that one tomorrow, because he has made some good stops again today for us. But of course, you know, in mistake terms from their point of view, if it is a mistake, there's nowhere to hide for them, unfortunately. But I think the overall performance of the players, they have to take some positives out of it, of course, especially by the chance we created. And like I keep saying, it's performances like this we need when we play teams in and around us. That will get us victories that we're looking for, rather than the performance against the big boys. It's got to be the big performance against the boys like West Brom we have on Saturday, and then Fulham following that, and that will look after the trouble we're in. So we can't have an under-par performance now on Saturday. We've got to get to this level that we showed today, particularly that 20 minutes of the second half, and try and convert more chances.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever been hung for losing to Arsenal, but you now approach those very, very big games, and James Collins injured. I mean, that's very early to say what the prognosis on that is, but clearly it's not great news if it's as bad as it looked.
It's a calf. I think that with the games coming thick and fast, certainly the West Brom and the Fulham one would be difficult to say that he would be fit for those. I think that the rest of the squad is now, you know, probably down to about 16 players, 15 players, I think. So we might have to step some of the youngsters in. I think that where we are at the minute means that we've got to, you know, go all out to bring these players back. And I'm convinced that when all these players are back, and we've been without them for considerable time now, and everybody knows we haven't had Andy all season, and Winston Reed's a pretty long-term injury, Ricardo Vazte, Stuart Downing.
And Morrison today, Sam.
Morrison, with him? Well, he reported a groin on Boxing Day to the physio after training. So we're in the end of our injury problems, making the situation more difficult to get out of where we are at the moment. But like I said, the players that played today have given everything they've got, have created against the top side in the top of the table today, and had enough chances to win the game against them, but haven't taken them.